Today we're going to take a peek at something that you can, well, put by your bedside, put on various locations, maybe in your office on your desk. That is the newer PowerHub from Intelli, which has a wireless charger as well as a whole bunch of other ports on it. So let's get into it. Hey folks, welcome back to techgooch. Today we're taking a peek at a wireless charging device plus more. Essentially, it's a desktop-based, you just standard plug-in wireless charger for your phone, and then it does have multiple ports around it to plug in other devices to charge. So we actually have a Usbc, an 18-watt Usbc, a couple 2-amp USB-A back here, and we even have two AC outlets that you can plug in a larger brick if you have something that plugs into this, like a lamp, or maybe if you want to actually plug in your MacBook or something like that into here. There are two plugs back here that give you addition to that. So I think what we're going to do right away, and we're going to bring the video in, we're going to plug it in, I'm going to show you how it works. Alright, let's go over the product real quick before anything else. I do have it actually plugged in right now. On the front we have our wireless charger for our phone. It has a kind of rubberized texture to it. It has the foot down here so your phone can slide down and hold onto itself. On the one side we do have an 18-watt USB-C charger, so that's going to be great for our tablets. And on the other side, two USB-A 2-amp ports here for you. Both of them are 2 amps, so you're good there. And then on the top, we actually have two 110 outlets that we can plug various things into. These do have a 1100 watt limitation as well, so if you're plugging in something that's pretty heavy, pretty intense, may not plug into this, may plug that directly into the wall. But you do have two, so MacBooks, things like that, you can use their charging bricks, slide it in here, and good to go. On the back, next to where the power comes in, there is a power switch, so you can kill power to the entire item itself. I'm going to click it back on. And my one, turned it off. The one thing that I found that this is, it works fantastic for non-MagSafe phones. It's a little more temperamental with MagSafe iPhones. That's what I've found so far. Maybe I'm doing something incorrect, but I have gotten it to work most of the time. But even on the website, or if you go on Amazon, they list up to the 11 Pro. So I have my 12 Pro Max, and of course the 12 Pro Max is also a really large phone, but if I place it on here it should start charging. There we go. But as you can see, the MagSafe actually is sticking out here a little bit. What I found is sometimes, every so often I can get it to not work, and I'm wondering if it's because of MagSafe or not. Also, if I go sideways on it, I barely ever, if ever, get it to charge sideways, which is kind of weird, right? Of course, at the same time, I'm getting the whole MagSafe on there. If I place it up a little higher, it never goes. It's kind of weird, right? And I thought, and I'm thinking it's because of the MagSafe. Maybe it's because of the alignment magnet or whatever. But typically, if I go vertical, and like I said, every so often, there it goes. So it's not charging at all. I'll have to reset it, and I don't know, maybe it's because I tried going horizontal and it didn't do it, and then I kick it back on, and if I try it again like this, and of course it may not be the charger itself, maybe the phone. With the new iPhones, I know that there are some chargers that it gives a little bit tendencies to it, so I have a hard time saying it's the charger's fault, because it does work fine for the non-MagSafe charged iPhones that I have in my house at least. So the 11 Pro, definitely no problem at all, and the 10S, no problem at all. So that's the PowerHub. Now, the wireless charger that's built into this does support up to 10 watt charging. So 5 watt, 7.5, 10 watt, it does all of those. Doesn't do the really, really fast stuff. But to be honest about it, if you're charging overnight, I never really recommend a fast charger, specifically if you're going to leave your phone on there all night. Now, of course, a lot of modern technology has the capability of limiting after you get to 80%. It slows everything down so that it kind of holds it off till just before you get up or just before your alarm is going to go off. And that's how I have my iPhone set up, so it puts a little bit less taxing pressure on the battery, because batteries don't like to be charged really, really, really fast with a lot of power. Yeah, for what it is, not a perfect device. It really isn't. I've had more issues with my 12 Pro Max than with the other phones, like I've said. So, is it a flawed product, or is it the phone? everything that you look on online, it seems like it all depends on which camp you're into. I could see it being either one, being the phone or the charger. I don't know, and that's the whole thing. Now I have a charger that has a MagSafe built into it that I use at my bed table right now. I used this for a little while to test it out, but yeah, it is what it is. So I do like the fact that it has all the extra ports on it, USB-A, USB-C, as well as the AC outlets on the top. I would like to have seen 2 USB-C personally, because it's kind of what everything's going to. I'm kind of changing as many things as I can, at least slowly, because it's not cheap, to USB-C charging. So like my bag for travel is all USB-C. I do everything USB-C now, which has actually gotten me in a little bit of trouble when I was in a rental car that had USB-A, and I didn't have a cigarette plug to go from, well, 12 volt to USB-C. So another thing I'm going to have to add to my bag, should I know I'm going to be in a rental. Things for me to worry about. All right. So that said, guys, thanks for watching to the end. If you have any questions, comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you can for me. I'd appreciate it. Like and give it a thumbs up, and share the video on social media if you could for me. But PowerHub, it's kind of one of those things, depending on the phone you have, and depending on if you're in the iPhone ecosystem. Because obviously all the new iPhones are going to go MagSafe. So if you have a MagSafe iPhone or are looking at getting a newer iPhone down the line, maybe this isn't the right product for you. If you have an Android and you're going to stick to Android, this is actually a pretty cool product. That's my own thoughts on it. They sent this over to me to review. I appreciate it, but I'm going to be honest about it. I kind of like it, but with my phone, I'm not going to use it because it's not as reliable as using my MagSafe charger. Sorry, it's the truth. So, but yeah, otherwise, I think it's $56. And I'm going to put the links down at the top of the description. If there's something that I noticed that I did that was wrong, I don't know, maybe there's something I'm doing wrong. I tried it without my case even. I tried it with just the phone itself. I got the exact same results. So, it's not the case. And of course, I'm only using the Apple MagSafe case anyway. In both this and the leather version, I have 2 cases. So, thanks for sticking to the end, guys. We'll catch you back here on another future video review right here on Tech Gooch. See you soon.